Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. This is part 9, and I'm trying to talk to this fisherman because I thought maybe he'd give me a fishing rod, but as far as I can tell, fishing rods just don't exist in this game. So unfortunately, that just kind of like fell flat and just didn't amount to literally anything. So that's kind of disappointing. And then here we can do this NPC. I don't think we've seen one of these before so far in the playthrough or whatever, but basically there are these NPCs that hang out in all the hang out in a bunch of different Pokemon centers that will trade you Alolan Pokemon if you give them the Cantonian version of it, because that's the only way to get Alolan Pokemon in this game, apart from transferring from Pokemon Go itself. But if you don't have Pokemon Go or anything, this is the way you do it, which is kind of neat. I like that they put this in, and the Alolan Pokemon do have a chance to be shiny, but they can't. I don't think they could be affected by like a catch chain or anything. I'm really not sure how that works. That might be completely wrong, to be honest. Like, they're the one thing I'm not sure about when it comes to like shiny hunting. I don't know if you can increase the odds. Maybe the shiny charm would work. I'm not sure. There might be someone that's more informed than me out there that would probably know. Unfortunately, I'm not that man. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So, while I would like to ride the SSN, that's not what we're going to be doing just yet. So, I know that we're about to catch some Pokemon once we finish talking to the town's people. But it's always nice to explore a little bit and see what's going on around the town. You got like this old dude in the corner. He's telling us where you want to tie your boat up. But I know before we get on the SSN, we do this. Oh, yeah, this is why. Yeah, because there's this dude who asks which Pokemon you prefer. Yeah, and he wants you to catch 5 of that Pokemon. So that's what we're going to go do. And Growlithe is one of the best Pokemon. In this game, at least. So, obviously, we're going to take him up on that offer. So, now we have to search for Growlithe. And Growlithe spawn in this route. They're pretty common, so shouldn't take us too long. There's a Jigglypuff, but we don't really want a Jigglypuff. I do like the way Ivysaur walks. I don't know. I think I touched on it briefly, like, I didn't quite realize there was supposed to be, like, toads or something. But, like, I don't know. The way he, like, runs is, like, kind of neat. I like it. Venusaur looks freaky, cause maybe it's just because he's so huge. But Ivysaur's, like, smaller and he's much cuter. But there we go. There's our first Growlithe. I don't think this is our first one overall. So this shouldn't take us too long. We shouldn't need, like, 4 or so. There's no way I wouldn't have caught one before. Is the second one on the route. Look at that. Easy capture. This is where I like to. This is where I was. No, it wasn't. This is not where I was shiny hunt. This is where I used the shiny hunt for Growlithe. But I did get a shiny Growlithe, like a few days ago. And God, I can't remember the route number, but it's a route where like 4 Pokemon will spawn in like this really small patch of grass, and there's a door like right next, like there's a building right next to the route, or like on the route, and you can just keep walking in and out and respawning all the Pokemon. I forget what route number it is. I want to say it's like 18 or like 17 or something. I don't know for sure. But that was easy shiny hunting. Oh, look, we didn't even need that many Pokemon. We already had a couple Growlithe. But yeah, after you do that for him, he gives you Persian. I was really disappointed. I should have picked Meowth as my favorite Pokemon. Because then he would have given me Arcanine, I assume. Yeah, this dude's like a troll or something. And do you know what? Joke's on him, because I still prefer Growlithe. He can go screw himself. So I think here I'm actually swapping to the Persian, because the whole the whole like gimmick with Persian is that you can ride it. So I was very interested in having a mount Pokemon. This is like my first one. Look how fast he is. He's crazy. Like at this moment I thought, yeah, I'll use Persian in my team. Spoilers, that does not last very long. I literally only keep him as a mount. But look how cool he is. You actually cannot hate. Oh yeah, now I'm putting a Growlithe on my team. Because I'm like, damn, this is so cool. And I want to train a Growlithe, so then I can have a mount Arcanine. Because screw Persian, I'm still mad at that dude. Like, what a troll. How could he assume I'd get sick of Growlithe? Growlithe is like the best Pokemon. That's like one cool thing about Pokemon is that like they never really remove Pokemon, or they never have. Like sometimes, like when you obviously play like the next game, or whatever, like there's like different Pokemon available. Or like when you play like if you play like a Gen 3 game, it's gonna be less Gen 2 and Gen 1 Pokemon available. But I don't know, it's like cool that they never actually like removed a single Pokemon. I don't know, maybe it's just weird to expect that they would in some way, but I don't know. But here we go, going on the SSN, and the SSN is full of life and trainers and battles and fun times and rivals, of course. Oh, and look, it's blue. Bonjour. Wow, look at him go. Speaking Spanish. Forehead. Got invited to this exclusive party. I wish we got invited. We're not cool enough yet, but at least he gave us some medicine, I suppose. How nice of him. Next, asking us about Team Rocket. Now, obviously, we're like the most badass kid on the block, so obviously we beat Team Rocket, and we're gonna brag about it because that's just the kind of person we are. And then off he goes. So, the SSN is full of trainers, and like I usually don't try to beat all the trainers on the SSN, but I was like, screw it, let's just do it. So there's gonna be a lot of fighting in these next two parts. These next two parts all involve the SSN. But yeah, some people in here don't fight. Like this woman, she doesn't want to fight. But there are plenty of people that do. And there's also someone that will heal your Pokemon. I wish I'd like known about that from the start, because a lot of my potions get used because I didn't quite know that person existed. But they're also kind of like a bit of a walk. Like sometimes like you're walking so far away, you have to like walk all the way back. You just kind of like, eh. I don't know. Depends on if you're feeling like lazy or not, and I definitely was sometimes. So we're going to be using our Growlithe. Hopefully he doesn't shit the bed. But knowing me and my Pokemon, he's going to shit the bed. Look how much damage he's taken already, but he's doing quite a bit back. So that's good. Something I was thinking about actually the other day is that it's really weird how in Pokemon you can't see the enemy's HP. Like, yeah, you can see a bar, but you can't see like the numbers. And I thought that was really weird. Like, in most RPGs you can see the enemy's health, but like Pokemon just doesn't have that. And like, I wonder why. Like, would it be too OP if you could see the health that your opponents are at? Like, is that just a little too unfair? But obviously everyone would be able to see like each other's health, so I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me, because in other RPGs, like I said, you can't. Well, I guess it's not true for all RPGs, but I feel like turn-based RPGs usually can see the enemy health, or there's like a way to show the enemy health, and not just like a bar. Like you can actually see numbers. But I don't know. I guess it's just not really like a thing they feel is necessary for this kind of game. I don't know. That was just something that I was thinking about the other day. And we're going to be speeding up this part of the battle because I think it takes a very long time to kill him or something. Oh, right, yeah. So he paralyzes me and just starts spamming double team. So unfortunately, that makes this battle last quite a long time because we can't attack. Sometimes we can't attack, but then sometimes when we do get to attack, we miss anyway. So it's a recipe for disaster. So I decided to swap out to Venusaur, which didn't help because then they just paralyzed that. And then I thought, okay, paralyzed heal, maybe that'll help. But he just keeps avoiding the attack anyway because he spammed the crap out of double team. Or she spammed the crap out of double team. I always just refer to Pokemon by like... I always refer to them as males, I don't know why. Well, not even all of them. Sometimes I refer to them as females. It really depends on the Pokemon. But I really don't mean anything by it, I don't know, I just refer to them as what I'm used to calling them, I don't know. Yeah, this little boy has a little Mankey. Unfortunately, we forgot to heal Growlithe, so I hope I swap him. Or do I risk it for the biscuit? Okay, I don't risk it. Thank God. Oh no. Oh, okay, I'm healing. That's fine. Also, it's weird. I know in Sun and Moon, Super Potions healed for 60. But I could have sworn Hyper Potions in Sun and Moon healed for 200 still, or like a really high amount. In this game, they only heal for 120. And I feel like there's only a change they made in this game. I feel like in Sun and Moon, which is when they changed potions, I'm pretty sure. It might have been X and Y. I feel like it was Sun and Moon where they changed potions. I don't know, it's just weird how like this version has 120. It heals for 120, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but I don't know. So, but anyway, we beat that dude, beat the little kid, and now we get a paralyzed heal, which is great because we used one, so now it's basically like we didn't lose anything. Now what am I doing? That's just like a question I always ask myself during like this playthrough. It's because I've recorded like all of it already, and it's been like a little while. I'm like constantly just asking myself like, what am I doing? I don't know why I didn't speed this up. Usually I try to speed this stuff up. I guess I just missed it. Sometimes I miss stuff. But now we're going into the next room. I can't remember if this dude's a trainer. No. He's an agent for the international police, so you know he's a badass. Or something. I don't think he's too badass. But you know, he's cooler than me, I guess. The thing that gets me with like the SSN is like, I'm never like sure where to go, or like if I'm going like the right way or anything. I don't know. I always feel like I'm going away from the main stuff. Like I know where the main stuff is, I don't know. I always just get a little too paranoid. When there's like choices of where you can go, I always hate it. That's why like I hate like open world games. Because I'm always like, okay, I want to go this way, but there's also this way I can go. But if I go this way, I'm probably never going to come back to this way, even though... In this case, I'm literally on a ship. So it's not like I can go very far. But I always like second guess myself. I like where I should be going, and if like this way's the right way, or like... whatever, I don't know. That was like my problem with Breath of the Wild. It felt like I never knew where I was going, and I didn't know if I was ever going the right way. But... I don't know. So I think this is the person that heals you? Yeah, this is the person that heals you. Oh, so I guess I did know about this pretty early on. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I just wasted a bunch of potions. Yeah. See, that's what I was talking about. I wasted like a bunch of potions, and then I found this person, and then they healed me. Which is like kind of annoying, but eh. See, I wish they gave like the international police man like his own like NPC, because I thought maybe this dude was a part of the international police too. I guess it didn't matter like at all, because it's not like a part of the story. But like, just why? Just like, give him his own NPC. It's not difficult. Well, okay. I guess it is sort of difficult because you have to make like the whole model and whatever, but I don't know, make him stand out like a little bit. Just give him like a different hand. Just change the textures. So this dude also has a Growlithe, and unfortunately the only move we can use with our Growlithe is Takedown. I could have just swapped, which is literally what I'm doing right now, which I guess I should have done from the start. But I thought, you know, I'll keep Growlithe out, I'll level him, I'll give him more of the XP by not swapping. But that didn't really work out because I ended up nearly dying. But that was my thought process behind it. We beat his Growlithe though, which was pretty good. I don't know how much like EXP, or like how this like EXP stuff works in this game. Like if I had no Pokemon in my party, would my Pokemon in battle get way more EXP? Or is it like the Pokemon in battle always gets like the full amount, and then the party Pokemon always just get like a percentage of that without taking away from the Pokemon in play? Obviously, I think if two Pokemon were in play, they get split, but they get different amounts because the Growlithe got a different amount from the Pidgeotto. So I don't know. I don't quite understand how like that works. Is it based on friendship? Because I know in X and Y, they introduced a thing, I think it was X and Y they introduced it, where like, if you have high friendship with your Pokemon, they get boosted EXP as if they were like a traded Pokemon. And I don't know if that like carries over into this game, but instead of it being like, once they reach a certain amount of friendship, they get boosted EXP, it's if their friendship's just a little bit higher than usual, the EXP will increase. But like it'll increase as your friendship increases, so it's not like you get to like a threshold and then you get boosted XP. It's you know what I'm saying. I know you. You're good at interpreting what I'm saying when I'm poorly explaining whatever it is. So now we're finding this fisherman. Obviously, why can't they give us the rods? Maybe I really did dismiss them, but as far as I can tell, there are no rods in this game. And I've been watching quite a few streams of this, and not one person mentions the rod or has a rod, so I assume there's no rods. And that's like kind of disappointing. Cause I always like doing the fishing. You always find like the old rod, the what's it called, the good rod and the super rod. It's just cool. I liked it. But oh well. I love using Ivysaur against like water Pokemon, or like any Pokemon that's weak to grass, and like Vine Whipping. The sound, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this already. The sound is so satisfying to me. I feel like the super effective noise goes really well with the whip. Like just, that's gotta be the most satisfying sound in this game to me. The whip animation with the whip sound with the super effective sound just comes together for being like, I don't know, a big Craigasm. I absolutely love that. So as you can see, there are a lot of trainers in this part of the ship. I think all 5 of these, I think there's 5. All 5 of these rooms have a trainer in them. This one's Huey. Yeah, I think all of these have trainers in them, but they also have like items and stuff. And I think this is the only time you can get these items. I don't think they're that important, but if you wanted some of these items, this is your chance to get them. I guess that's one thing. That's kind of why I was trying to like go through all the rooms, is because I know they have items in them. And I didn't want to like miss out, because I don't think you can come back on the SSN in this game. I don't think you could in any of the other games. So that's why I'm trying to like get it done now. Yeah, we got more whip action going on, which again I'm loving. I like Psyduck's Pokemon. This has kind of made me appreciate more of the Gen 1 Pokemon, because usually when I play like the later games, I try and get Pokemon from those games. Like, when I say later games, I mean like Gen 3 or 4. Like, in Gen 3 I always have my team that I like go for. I feel like most people like that, but they just have like their set team. And in Gen 3 I think my team is literally all full of Gen 3 Pokemon. And in Gen 4 I think it's very similar, which is what I like try and do. And I haven't really played a Gen 1 game in a long time. Like, this is the first Gen 1 game I've played in a while. So it's... Go up, I just went blank. It's made me appreciate the Gen 1 Pokemon a bit more, because I'm actually using them. Jesus Christ. I completely lost my train of thought. Anyway, that was really random. I'm trying to like do this thing where like I don't cut the commentary like halfway through, because a lot of times if I mess up saying something, I usually cut the commentary, like delete it and like carry on. But I'm trying to like just get it done in like one take, more kind of thing. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this part of Let's Go Pikachu. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to stick around because there'll be more on the way soon. Thank you, and goodbye.